Today I thought I would give you guys an update on the farmhouse now that we're done with the kitchen renovation and our plans for what is next. As you guys know, we finished the kitchen renovation. We still do not have a vintage fridge, which we're not really in the biggest rush to find one. We are keeping an eye out. We have a modern fridge that we're using right now, so it's not at the top of our priority list, but we do still plan on getting one eventually. But I know a lot of you guys are wondering why I'm not sharing renovation content, and it's mostly because we are out of money. We ended up hiring a contractor to come and put a roof on our addition. And they've been here a few times because our addition was previously leaking and we had them come and fix it. And also something that I'm not sure if I've ever shared it on here. I think I did on Instagram, but we had a leak in our laundry room. I think it's called a flashing, but the way that our laundry room is built is there's a valley and the flashing came off, which we have had the worst wind here, which I know a lot of people are in the same boat that we're in. And this has been the windiest year by far. And we're not really sure what the deal is. Like last year it was windy here, but the wind constantly blows here and we can't keep anything down. We have like cast iron metal chairs and tables that we keep outside, and those are always strung all over the yard because they just won't stay in place. The wind just blows them all over and it blows the grill and everything off of the porch. But we are not the only one that this is affecting. There are several houses right here next to us, and we're on the very top of a huge hill. And the bad thing about it is there's hardly any trees. Like I think on our entire property we probably have like 20 trees, if that. We have hardly any, so there isn't a windbreak at all. But there's multiple houses like up the road from us, and they're having the same problems we are. They're all losing vinyl siding off of their house. We're coming out of winter, and this winter, it was pretty rough on us, the same as the winter before. This is our second winter here in this house, and we do not want to have another winter like this. So our main priority for this year is to get the outside of this house redone. We're going to be working with a contractor, and we're just going to be doing it as we have money. But for now, they just did the addition, and that was $3,000. So we're still quoted at $12,000 for the main roof of the house, and that'll be done in time. But we really need to start focusing on the exterior walls of the house. So we've already started a little bit. We started on the back kitchen wall and one of the bedroom walls on the outside. And we're having to do it in sections on days that we can get nice weather. But what we're doing is completely ripping off all of the vinyl siding, the lap siding, and pulling out all the old insulation because most of it's settled, so there's just a little bit down in the bottom. And we're re-insulating and putting up plywood to help brace the house. And we're still unsure on siding. Our lap siding is not worth keeping at all. Over 50% of it is rotted and just needs to come down. Honestly, it's causing more problems than it is like doing good by staying up there. So we're having to take off the old lap siding and completely do away with it. But my goal for this house was to keep it original and do more of a complete whole entire restoration on the house. But it's not looking good because we've talked to a couple contractors in our area, and one of them straight up told us, he was like, I will not put vinyl siding on your house. They're nice. They're not trying to be mean in any way. But one of them just straight up told us that I'll not do the job. Like if you want vinyl siding put up, I'm not going to do it, just because you can look around at every house up here on, we call it like the hill, the ridge, whatever you want to call it. And none of them have vinyl siding on them just because it's all blown off. One house that has no vinyl siding on one complete side, and it just shows the insulation. But it's a really big issue, and what we've been recommended the most is to go back with metal siding. And our cheapest route is to just go with metal roofing and put it vertical on the house. And I don't like it. I honestly don't even love it. But we're trying to figure out what to do because that is going to be our cheapest option, and we have to do something. And I would love to go back with lap siding again, but right now that's not even an option just because it is about triple the price of any other option. So the other day, whenever we got the roof put on, that was like $3,000, and that completely wiped us out. So we're trying to resave and get enough money so that they can come out again, and we're just having them work in small sections, and they just fit us in between some of their bigger jobs that they have. But overall, we have to start focusing on the outside of the house just because it is in such bad shape, and every time we have a rain or a windstorm, we are losing so much of our siding. But once we get a little bit of money saved, we should be able to go ahead and start on the bathroom renovation downstairs, just because we already have all the appliances. So we already have the sink, the toilet, and the tub that is going to be going in there. We need to get subfloor because we are going to rip all that subfloor out and redo that. One of the biggest holdups in there is me not knowing what I want in there on the walls. We originally wanted the lap siding wood walls, but we're just not sure if that is going to be practical with all the moisture and stuff. But for now, until we start doing some more renovations, a lot of you guys from over on Instagram are wanting to see canning videos and like how to and stuff like that. So I do plan on doing those here on YouTube. And honestly, it'll probably just be like daily life stuff. Whatever we're doing is what I'll be sharing on here until we start doing renovations again. But that is going to be it for today's video. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys will like and subscribe.